Hey everyone, this is King Arjun Reviews here. And today everyone, we're just gonna be reviewing on one of the movies from Netflix I just watched that's based on a children's book, and it's called The Wonderful Story of Henry Sugar. Yeah, I've watched The Wonderful Story of Henry Sugar on Netflix and it was good. And it's based on the original book by Roald Dahl as well. Yeah, I love it and it was good. Yeah, this story is about a boy named Henry Sugar, who's 41, 42 years old, and yeah, he's like a man who uses his inherited fortune to fund his gambling habits, and then on one morning, he comes across a book, like it's like of Amjad Khan, who is the doctor's report. Yeah, he's a man who claimed that he could see without using his eyes and interact as well. And then the doctor started to interview Andad after watching him perform even great circus performing acts. Yeah, he was interviewed. The doctor interviewed Amjad after watching him perform in his own circus act. And then in the traveling circus, he was sought out. He met a guru known as the Great Yogi. And then the yogi told him that his meditation method, and then which granted him his abilities, and then but then overnight he died before he was studied by the doctors. And then Henry Sugar himself, he could see through the backs of playing cards to read his face. And then one day, he comes out of his balcony. I think it's supposed to be his apartment or his house. Yeah, Henry Sugar throws the money off his balcony into the streets of London in the UK, in United Kingdom. And then a police comes and says that he must find a more effective form of charity. Yeah, thankfully, Henry was not arrested. He then decides to travel worldwide by winning money from casinos. And an establishing network of hospitals and orphanages by traveling. Yeah, until 2 decades later, Henry Sugar dies from a pulmonary embolism. I know it's sad. Yeah, he knew it would cause his death. And it said he died, but I find this story interesting. And then this got Roald Dahl to write his story and to protect his identity as a secret. Yeah, that's my review on Henry Sugar, and I'll show you one of my favorite scenes in the movie, I know. Yes, and one of my favorite scenes is when Roald Dahl says that he has this exercise book given to someone in Calcutta in India. Yeah, I'll show you.
I was flabbergasted. That night, I didn't go to bed.
I said, "You keep calling him Henry Sugar, yet you tell me that wasn't his name."
Yeah, that's all my favorite scenes in the movie. As well as like Roald Dahl talking to the other man about calling him Henry Sugar, but says that it wasn't his name. He says that it kept his identity, his other real name, a secret. I know. Oh yeah, and I like how they talked about Calcutta. Yeah, Calcutta in India. It's like, Roald Dahl says that he has this exercise book that says that Chatterjee gave it to him in 1935 or something. I think it's when he was like writing more books as well as writing Henry Sugar, I know. Yeah, guys, alright, that's all for my review on Henry Sugar. Yeah, I do remember reading the book kind of a bit. Yeah, almost all the chapters are there, yeah. Yeah, Henry Sugar is a really good book. Yeah, guys, I really love the book, and I love working on this review video. Yeah, Henry Sugar is a really good movie and book. Oh, yeah, and also, guys, so the other day, which was yesterday, I watched this movie called The Wonderful Story of Henry Sugar and Three More. Yeah, they have all the other stories in there besides Henry Sugar, like The Swan, The Rat Catcher, and Poison. And the closing credits has Roald Dahl in it called Rules for Being a Fictional Writer. Yeah, I've watched the other ones, they were good, but for some reason they didn't include the other stories, like... Yeah, they did include the other ones, like The Boy Who Talked to Animals, The Hitchhiker, and Lucky Break, A Piece of Cake, and the Swan? Wait, I think they did put the Swan story in there. Yeah. But the other ones, like The Hitchhiker, were not there, though they did include Poison, as well as they included the story in one of the episodes of Tales of the Unexpected. And what really, surprised me is that while they're in the stories, yeah, they were just, narrating by talking as well as talking to the fourth wall and acting as the characters. I think it's almost kind of like in Jack and Nori, where they were narrating the stories. Yeah, Rick Mail was on Jack and Nori, where he narrated one of Roald Dahl's books stories called George's Marvelous Medicine, another one which I like. And yeah, it's really surprising that they were just playing in the roles like in the play and a school play or something, and then they were just talking while acting. Yeah, it's really good. But alright guys, I'm gonna be going now, and also all thanks to Roald Dahl for the story. Yeah, rest in peace to Roald Dahl for his work and all. He'll be missed. And yeah, I hope you guys comment, share, and subscribe to my YouTube channel for more videos. And yeah, I'll see you guys next time in any other videos. So yeah, goodbye everyone, peace out, and I love you all, bye.